Reports have it that Deborah Paul-Enenche's husband just confirmed that he met her a virgin. And I couldn't help asking, what about you, uncle? I'll be bringing out two things about that report. The first is that it is sexist. We see a man who is of the same age with his wife boldly coming to say he met a virgin when it is clear that he's not saying they both met themselves as a virgin. It's the wife that he met, exempting himself. You get it? So they are just trying to put the mantle on women, that is questioning women's sexuality. Of course, it's a choice to keep and all that, but it would be better if it was the lady herself coming to say it. But here we see a man coming to confirm, and where it is so clear that he can't say that of his own self, and nobody is saying it, and he's so confident to emphasize that of his wife, because it's that of his wife that the mantle is on. I want to even ask them, how do you really attain this purity if men are not also told to keep themselves? You put the burden on the women. And this is not different from the culture that choose to mutilate women's genotype, that is the FGM, right? Female genital mutilation, that is female circumcision. What it does is target the sensitive organ of a woman, cut it off so that she cannot be aroused, so that it will numb her desire to have sex. So we are just like taking the rights of women, stigmatizing women's sexuality. That is what this is, okay? Then the other part of it is that it is then treating sex like it is not a choice. Like religious people can be so funny. You are only bound by your religious views. You do not make the rules. You get? Now, even people might not be religious, and they can just start to treat sex as something that should be reserved, and they will then decide to be celibate and all that because it's their choice. Maybe it's part of their personality. Then they will if you are trying to pursue celibacy, you are keeping your virginity. If it's part of your principle, your standard, your value, then that is beautiful. But when you then start making it oppressive, I don't understand. You're then taking people's rights. Do you know that there are cultures where they get people to disvirgin their teenage daughter? They believe it is sexual cleansing. But that's not your own ideology. That's not your mentality. There are also cultures where people move around naked, but their mentality, their mindset is innocent, is neutral towards the evil you might see in such. You don't make the rule. A lot of people are no longer religious, so that is why they now have sex, because it's their choice. So it's only going to be healthy and not toxic if you keeping your own self is because it's your principle, it's because it's your style, and it's not for you to bring it to start oppressing people. Okay, don't live within the constraint of your mentality. It is not a social opinion. People are having sex with just a neutral mind. Okay, sex is not something you begin to stigmatize. People have the right to have sex. It is your belief, it is your mentality. It should stay there. But then again, your audacity to be sexist about it, people should get out. The guys are not keeping themselves, because it's women's sexuality that is being questioned. Women have the right to sex, if you don't know. Duh.